Love. Love is a very difficult thing, and trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Whether it be failing a date in real life, or whether you just got flat out rejected by your crush because they don't really reciprocate your feelings, and that kind of sucks, right? But you know what else is really difficult? Video games. Whether it basically be this hard trend because obviously you like playing for a challenge, or whether you just enjoy being a masochist and obviously you just really like hard settings on video games. Hard mode is a very difficult mode for all of us because really it adds a layer of challenge that we don't really know about, or maybe we aren't really brave enough to face. That's not much of a problem because obviously hard mode can be a very difficult thing to face. I just wanted to talk about in this video what hard mode is and, well, just discuss it. Yeah. So hard mode tends to have a very flexible definition. Hard mode in video games acts as a way of telling you, you know what, you're pretty good at this game. Want to try it again, but with an extra challenge that you may or may not enjoy? Or video games with a modifier of hard mode have the tendency to throw everything the game has right at you. And when I mean throw everything, I mean that it is going to throw everything at you and it will not stop for a second. Basically, this means that enemies can have more health, can deal more damage than the normal difficulties, or, well, have insane accuracy. I'm looking at you, Halo 2 Jackals. But perhaps the biggest thing about hard mode is that you are going to die. You're going to die a lot. You can really expect death a lot. And if you do not expect death a lot, expect death a lot because it is going to happen. Hard mode does not intend to be merciful because basically it will exploit any mistake that you make in a video game fight, whether it be during a gunfight in a game like Halo, or in Call of Duty, or just basically in a regular fight, such as basically in a game like Sifu, in which basically the game will consistently shove that fact that you made a mistake down your throat to the point where you die. And, well, yeah. You're going to die. While some games have a hard mode setting that usually is at the very beginning of the game, in which basically you can dictate exactly what kind of difficulty setting you want to play on, whether you want to choose to play on easy, or whether you want to choose to play on hard mode. Some games are built on the entire structure of being difficult. Some games are just built with testing every molecule in your body until you practically throw the keyboard or the controller that you have out the window and scream every profanity that you have in the dictionary until your lungs start to not fail and that your throat really just hates you. Games like Cuphead and Dark Souls are built on the intention of being difficult, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Challenges are a rewarding experience, and the idea of trial and error becomes more apparent as you play these games. You can develop strategies to understand how to face these enemies and learn their attacks, movesets, and phases, which can ultimately lead to your victory should you be able to memorize these things more and more. And nothing shouts satisfactory more than being a boss that you spent hours on only to get completely massacred before you knocked that last bit of health off. But, in short, and this is just to conclude, hard mode can or cannot be a deterrent looking looking towards a challenge. Some people look at hard mode and, bring it on at the top of their lungs, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But some people also stray away from a challenge, and they more or less prefer to play on an easier setting. In some cases, difficulty does not dictate your skill in any way, shape, or form. It may, but difficulty is there as a modifier for how you enjoy the game. Some people prefer to enjoy video games by just enjoying its storyline and its gameplay, and some people just don't really like that challenge. That's fine. I mean, some people enjoy challenges in video games, so some people will intentionally put the difficulty modifier on hard, and that is okay too. It's up to you to determine exactly how you choose to play a video game. And we all have our own way of playing games, so you know what? Go out there and play the video game the way you want to play it, whether it be at the easiest difficulty or at the hardest difficulty. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's up to you to choose how you play a video game. So really, don't feel afraid if you don't feel like a coward if you don't want to play on hard mode. Play the game you want to play. And that's my conclusion.